Hello everyone, welcome back. This is now part 3 of the all challenges for the episodes for Bangkok. So this would be my layout. Make sure you pause the video to see what weapons and stuff I have. So the explosive phone I do not use on this video. I just brought it with me just in case I found how to do it. So from the get-go you'll get the happy hour challenge. This is as soon as you start the level, so this is basically you start on location as the waiter. So from here you want to go inside now. We're going to gain the outfit for the exterminator. So this will give us the challenge for the exterminator. So there's nothing much to really say at the moment, but we just have to wait. If you really want to, you can go grab the documents inside that woman's office. But we can't go in there just yet because there's 2 hotel staff in there. Wait for the male hotel staff to leave, and then the female staff will be doing some dusting, so she won't see you if you crouch. So now you're actually able and free to go in the office without being seen and examine the paperwork. So this will give you the opportunity for the bugman.
Plans to inspect the Emperor's suite. On his request, the hotel manager
so now all we got to do now is just wait inside here, because this is where his location will be when he finally comes in his room. So wait like maybe 3 to 4 minutes, he'll do his cycle. Of course the hotel staff will follow you. Just kill anyone how you feel, because this is not going to be a silent assassin. So hide the body in here, and of course hide the other body inside the same locker. Now change into the exterminator and you'll get the challenge for exterminator. In theory you shouldn't get seen by this guy because he doesn't come up here. I think he just heard the gunshots. So if he happens to do the same thing as me, just hide his body around here. If you don't know, the glass, going to the atrium is not a, if you're inside the atrium, they can't see through to this room. You can see through to out there, so it's like you can only see through one way, like the police station interrogation rooms. So now follow the objective until you get to the bug SWAT van. Wait for the guy to look away. Then you can freely grab your insecticide.
Why would you work?
And if he was rich and had no talent, he would be complaining about rich people. Well,
so all we're going to do now, we're going to go to the lady. I think it's the manager of this area. So we pretty much tell her we want to go and inspect the suite now upstairs. And now she's gonna call what's his name now? Jack something. Jack Ross, I think his name is. So you speak to her. Then she will call the guy down. Once you have spoken to her, you now have to wait until he arrives. The objective, the opportunity at the top left will tell you to smoke the room, so please do so. Make a manual save before doing this. Now reload your manual save. We're now going to get the Nutcracker. So we're still in the same room, but now we need to wait for both targets to enter the atrium. Once both targets are in there, now you want to pour your insecticide in. So now, there is no other way. I've actually figured out how to get these 2 fluffers together. So the only way I found out, you just have to drag their bodies to a location where a coconut is. So for me, this was easy enough to do. So place the body there, and then you want to take out any guards that come at you. So now we're going to find the next target and we're going to drag him now. So to get this challenge, we've got to kill both of them, I believe, at the same time. Because it states on the challenge, kill Ken and Cross with a coconut.
Drop the body and step away.
So once you're happy and don't die, so you'll be happy enough to say, okay, this should work. If not, you just have to try again. So just make sure it's going to work. If not, you can just reload the last save. I was going to save it right now, but I just remembered I'm in battle, so I can't save it. Once you're happy enough, as soon as you drop it, you should get an achievement called Drop the Base, and also the challenge for the Nutcracker. And then now you want to reload once again. Once you reloaded. So for this one, once you reload, you have already spoken to the woman, and now Cross is on the way down here. So now you have to go do your job, so to speak, into the suit where Cross came from. So as you're dressed as the exterminator still, you need to head to the sound, I think it's the sound room. I did have it in my brain, but it's not coming out at the moment. Recording studio, that's the one. So once you get to the recording studio, go to the very back of this room and you'll find a keyboard. Blend in as the exterminator. Then now you'll be playing the La Cucaracha song. This will be an Easter egg, I believe. As far as I know, the only cockroach movie there is that I know is Mimic. So you will hear a sound, and I believe it's from Mimic movie, but you can quote me if I'm wrong, but that's the only movie I've actually seen with a cockroach. As you just heard. So now we want to quickly go back downstairs. I can't believe I didn't figure that out in the first place. Actually, the bug man was only the challenge that I've actually got. And then I went through the game again to see what others I can get. So I've actually put this La Cucaracha and Oh Snap. This is actually a different playthrough, but I've blended it into one playthrough. So this is we could do this slightly different than what was intended, but I couldn't really re-record the challenges popping up again. So head back into the ventilation area, and now you want to replace your insecticide. So just dump it in there, pollute the ventilation. I was actually waiting for a safe place for him to go down, but then I realised everyone goes down in this area, so it's all safe anyway. So once he gets knocked out, pretty much all you have to do is go next to him and snap his neck. That is it. That is it. And you should get the old snap achievement. Oh, not achievement, sorry. The challenge. So now back to the day job. So from here, or sorry, I should say from the ventilation, so we still have the insecticide with us, and Cross and Ken are not dead now. So once you've done this, we're now going to go and bring the lethal poison, and we need to poison. This may be different for you, it may not, so make a manual save and poison this plate of food here, making sure you're dressed as the waiter while doing this. So now just wait for Ken the Brick Morgan to taste the food, and then he will fall down dead. This will gain you the challenge for the Tasteless Traceless.
No foul play detected. Looks like a case of BL.
So the next one, reload it. Now we're going to go back to where the exterminator is. So reload where you're wearing the exterminator outfit. Now head down into the locker room to gain the waiter disguise. If you're already wearing it, then you don't need to get that. But you also need to stay in this area. We need to pick up the wrench now. This will be in the storage or the linen room. So we now obtained the wrench. There's also a screwdriver on the way. So head through these double doors here and go to the left. There is a screwdriver just on the rack in here.
About something completely different. Like,
It really doesn't matter which way you go, as long as you get out of here. So there isn't really a wrong way.
that's sort of my point.
But once we get to the garden, this will be the back entrance or the back area.
Well,
So hopefully this did bug out for me the first time. These two guys should be talking to each other for the opportunity to be revealed. Once, if they're talking, and if not, reload the level, or reload the save, and hopefully they're fixed themselves. As soon as you repair the tuk-tuk, you'll get the tic-tac challenge, and then once you repaired it, he'll be so happy. Then he'll now go after Ken Morgan. With the screwdriver, you want to do a hole in this explosive barrel. So now all you have to do now is wait quite a while, I'm afraid, for Ken Morgan to actually arrive.
That is Ken the Brick Morgan, lawyer and corporate fixer.
So once he's close enough to the vehicle that you're happy enough to blow him up, just shoot the oil to ignite the flames, and then off we go. He is now dead. Then if you really want to, I would actually recommend reloading it. I actually forgot to say, my bad. Make a manual save at the tuk-tuk. So now we're going to get the challenge for the chef's table. So this is basically get the chef outfit. So as we dressed as the waiter still, we can easily go and get it.
Okay, sir. You know what we should all do?
Yes, I am well aware that the cake topper is missing. The card is waiting.
Bring the knife, just in case.
Tremendously busy.
Okay, this is how badass my skills are. I was meant to cut his throat, and I was meant to throw the knife into his head, but that didn't work out very well. I threw the knife over his head, and then somehow managed to kill him still with a neck snap. But anyway, there's no point in hiding the bodies because no one entered this room, as far as I know. So then you'll get the challenge for the chef as well. So it's my party if I want to. Near enough. So this will be challenged for it's my party. So follow the opportunities if you have them tracked. You want to pick up the, I think it's 27 or something.
That is Ken.
I can't remember what it was now, but it's the cake topping
Lawyer and corporate fixer.
for his birthday number. So now once you have the topping, you now want to go to the birthday boy's room. Or surprise party room.
okay then. I certainly don't want to offend.
So if you're like me, he is now going back to his area because he's impatient. Because this is still... So I've pretty much done the exterminator thing, but now he's actually... Well, his time is stopped, now he's going back to his same routine now. So you should see his bodyguard. Should just watch out for his bodyguard if you do happen to see him. If not, you have a free run up the stairs. So now, once you decorated his birthday cake, please make sure you make a manual save before doing this.
So which decade was the greatest? A, the 60s, or B, the 80s? Are you kidding?
Good.
So place this topping on top and you'll get an achievement and also a challenge called It's My Party. So, like I said, make a manual save. We have to do two things. So place the lethal poison into the cake. And now stand back and watch.
Or B, digital?
Okay, yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, guys.
All we have to do now is wait for him to come into this room.
Fire up those vocal cords, okay?
And once he comes in and gets all upset, he will taste his cake and then he will die. This will gain you have your
Target
cake.
down. Next up, Ken Morgan.
So reload your last save, and then this will be the icing on the cake. So he's dead person.
Okay, so I'll sing.
So now just play the waiting game once again.
I'll know if you do.
To do this without them seeing you, for this one, you just wait for the conversation between him and her. And then she will leave, to leave him alone for a little bit. Close the door, and then smother his ass in the cake. This will be the icing on the cake. If you really want to, you can reload it so he's still alive, but as far as I remember, during the video, there is no more to do with him. Yes, there is. My bad. Yes. Make sure he's alive. Sorry, my bad. I just remembered because I saw the challenge. My bad. So reload it. So he's now alive again. Also, this playthrough will not be a complete... Oh, obviously not complete. It won't be like a an ending to it. So as soon as we get the last challenge, we won't go to an exit, pretty much. So, as you're dressed as the waiter, we now need to dress as a sound guy again to get access to the recording studio. So take him out any way you want to. Snap his neck and hide his body somewhere. Doesn't have to be anywhere fancy.
Bexley Barrett is Jordan's manager. He's not the boss of us.
So now you can freely go to the recording studio.
But he's staying at the Queen Suite, so...
Pardon me.
Stay in the stage area, please.
So basically the power cord
That
challenge
is
will be, we
Jordan
have to
Cross,
find,
revered and reviled
I
in
believe
equal
it's the
measures.
woman's room
Stage area.
on the very top floor. So we have the, I think it's her room, but I can't remember what her name is now. So make sure you grab a screwdriver. You may already have one from the Tuk Tuk challenge still. So just grab one anyway, because we need it for the next challenge. Not the power cord, but something else. So once you get to the top floor, go into the bedroom. I think it's on the far left once you enter. Close the door and then you will be in this lady's room. I think it's the lady's room. And then just interact with the guitar and you'll get the power cord. Okay, the final challenge of this video. It will be I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. So this one can be a pain in the bum, but hopefully won't be too bad. Of course, make a manual save whenever you like to. So, main thing, turn off this switch. So now we need to tamper with the power cable, or the plug sockets, I should say. I would recommend doing that first.
But look, Jordan's no alcoholic, okay?
So once you expose the wire and no one sees you as the sound staff or the crew members, and after that you want to quickly go here and press this. Hopefully no one sees you doing this, but once you turn it on, now everything is set now for the target. Of course this power is still turned off, we have to wait for the target, make a manual save. So now we're still waiting for the target. Once he's in the right position, before these bodyguards get in your way, press the switch on. And now all we need to do now is just wait for the bitch to die. And this will gain us the, I was going to say achievement, but the challenge for the I'm ecstatic. So this is the end of part 3 of all challenges for the episodes. And I'll see you guys and girls in part 4.
Target down. Next up, Ken Morgan.